Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. There's Keppinger on the play. So Rolen is retired. And Ramon Hernandez to bat. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Nobody on base, one away. Hernandez gets ready. First pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Grounded up the middle. Sanchez in position. And Hernandez set down. Yanish at the plate. He's got 1 hit, 5 lifetime at bats off Fulchino. Base is empty with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. Lines this one to the left side out of play. He deals. 0-1 as a slider for a called strike.
He has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Fastball that's well off the plate. 2-2. Off the ground, played by Johnson. And he'll step on first to retire the side. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. Here come the Astros. This is the last half of the 8th inning. And Sanchez is batting. He'll start things off. Bottom half, 8th inning.
You know, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid.
Swung on line to right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Sanchez has it.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs. And, you know, all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind him.
So we have a moment to check out the staffs who have been giving hitters fits this past month, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Braves. The Giants 2nd. Padres 3rd. The Cardinals 4th. And 5th best, the Reds.
Boy, these teams right here are tough to face because they just do not give up many base hits. And you've got to make the most of those hits when you get them and try to bunch them together.
And the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
A tremendous effort out on the mound in this one, and we're deep into the ball game. I mean, we're getting close to the end of this one. They've only been able to get 4 hits against him, and he shut them down and kept them off the scoreboard.
Oh, and 1. Cueto kicks and delivers. And Jeff Keppinger watches that one go by for a ball. It's even.
Well, looking at this guy's pitch count, he's up over 80 pitches thus far. You wonder how long they're going to let him go.
That misses down in the zone. 2-1.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball. Keppinger.
Oh, this is great patience at the plate. He lets the ball get deep in on the plate, comes in toward his hands, keeps his hands inside the ball, and drives it the other way.
You make yourself a whole different ball player if you can take the ball the other way, as he just did. And it's Fulchino batting. Getting close now to the top of the order, so you want this pitcher spot. Always you want it to be an out. Even if you get that here, there's still going to be a couple of outs to work with to create some offense. And swinging and a miss on Cueto's pitch. 0-1. Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now. 0-2.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there. He got that slider in the strike zone. He got the hitter out in front to swing early.
On the way. And it's fouled away. Struck him out. And now we've got one down here in this 8th inning of a shutout ball game.
Now he's just putting on a show out there right now, Gary.
And here's Michael Bourne. Big opportunity now for the Astros. Runners on first and second with one out. Here's Bourne's first look. And that's a ball. He watches the inside pitch from Cueto. The 1-0 pitch. And it goes foul. And Bourne, another foul ball. And here's Cueto's 1-2 offering. And it's picked up. Yanish for a 1. Over to first and safe. Very close play. They will not get the double play. And he throws it away and everybody's safe. Oh, and a wild throw. Chris Johnson gets the swing now with 2 away.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late. Do you want to take any chances? The manager decides to go to the pen.
Popped out of foul territory last time.
Michael Bourne's a flyer. His problem has been that he can't steal first base, but now that he's on base, look for him to run.
Johnson lays off a strike. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
And a good eye by Chris Johnson. That's going to even the count.
Well, you got to like the way he's changing speed and mixing up his pitches. He just missed, though, with that changeup down and away.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. One-two pitch coming.
Foul.
Johnson will foul that away. And that one is swung on and missed by Chris Johnson. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. Houston trying to get back to a position to challenge.
High.
Bottom of the order to get things started. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
When in doubt, go down and away. He throws the slider exactly where he wants to. Tough pitch to hit.
The pitch lays off the changeup. Good pitch, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Split finger pitch. Got him. That's out number 1.
K-Cam registers this at 86 miles per hour with some pretty good break.
I think the pitcher had him fooled on this one all the way through, John. He wasn't expecting that outside corner delivery.
Well, he just pulled the string on that pitch, and that's good stuff right there.
One out, nobody on. And here's the first one. Hit foul by Stubbs.
Foul! Strike two.
Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2.
You're out.
Strike three, swung on, Drew Stubbs, no contact.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
Here's Brandon Phillips, 2 down. Flew out last time. Here's the pitch. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1. The pitch, and it's 0-2. Phillips trying to avoid the strikeout.
Unless you stay back and really think about going the other way, you've got no chance of hitting that 4-seamer down and away.
Ball.
Tries to ring him up with the fastball away, but it's 1-2.
You're out.
And Brandon Phillips goes down swinging. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. Reds 3, Houston 1. And the 3-hole will be coming right up. He's ready to give his best at bat right here. First position, home half of the ninth. We got Homer Bailey out on the mound as they make the pitching swap.
Ball.
Fastball taken high. 1-0.
Pitching-wise, you want to make them earn it. Force them to get a base hit right here. Force them to put it in play. Throw strikes.
Now the 1-0 pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And he makes the catch. 1 away.
Defensively, you got 1 out here in the 9th inning. If you want to make a play, just get an out. You will trade a run for an out here with a 2-run lead.
Now look at the staffs with the most saves, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Rockies. The Reds 2nd. Astros 3rd. 4th spot held by the Padres. And number 5, the Braves rounded out.
It's so important to have a strong closer, as these clubs indicate, and it really bodes well for the success of a team during the course of a season, because if they win the games they're supposed to, it really eliminates those tough losses that you face.
Fouled off that first pitch. 0-1 the count. And here's the delivery. And he fights this off, fouls it to the right side. Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2.
Big hit now, Bill. Have a blast here, Bill.
1-2 pitch coming.
You're out.
And that one swung out and missed by Hall.
You can hang laundry on that one. 94 miles per hour. Pretty good velocity, but that's pretty straight.
Well, he just looked overpowered on those 2 fastballs.
John thought timing that time just didn't seem to be there in the at-bat.
Well, and a strikeout like that will give the pitcher a lot of confidence.
And here's Carlos Lee. In this matchup, lifetime 1 for 3 off Bailey. Two outs and nobody on. Now Lee gets set. Swung on, line to right field. And he's safe. Boy, did he just beat that throw.
Last month's stats for Carlos Lee. Let's see how they rank compared to everybody else. 6th in RBI, 12th in home runs. And as you can tell, that he doesn't go up there just looking to make contact. He's looking to drive the ball. Ranked among the top 15 hitters in slugging percentage.
A runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Castro. And Bailey tries inside. That'll go for a ball.
Well, that pitch just took off right there and exploded out of the pitcher's hand. Kept it just a little bit inside, though. Tough pitch to hit. Good job by the hitter to lay off.
This is the inside corner that time. 2-0. He's ready. Now the 2-0. There's a good splitter for a strike. 2-1.
He didn't get much movement on that splitter as it hangs up in the zone, but he caught the up and in corner.
Here's the 2-1. Low for a ball, and it's suddenly 3-1.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and believe me, very difficult to hit.
That misses ball 4. The potential tying run on base.
He went with a fastball in a 3-ball count, which is what you want to do most often. He just couldn't throw a strike. With 2 runners on base and a chance for a big inning, they're going to the pinch hitter, trying to see if they can't generate some offense this inning. Gary, the base runner now on after that walk. That's the tying run in this game, so they've got to be very careful right here.
Ball. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropped out on that Bailey pitch. You know, the manager is not thrilled about this one. If a guy gets on, he beats you with a base hit, okay, but boy, you've helped their cause.
And the pitcher really has to bear down now. Keep the ball down in the zone, make the hitter hit it on the ground, make them lump singles together. Don't give up an extra base hit.
Here's the pitch. And that one's wide of the mark, and it's 3-0. It's fouled away. Missed with that, and now the possible winning run is on.
He goes with the fastball in the 3-ball count, which is what he should do here. Be aggressive, but he throws it out of the zone, and now base is loaded. Well, clutch situation right now. Jeff Keppinger, good contact hitter, the kind of guy you like in a situation. See if he can't put it in play.
Well, this could very well be their last shot. Possible tying and winning runs on base.
He just needs to concentrate on putting it in play and hitting it hard.
Doing it with 2 down. Bases are loaded with 2 down. Here's Keppinger's first look. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropped out on that Bailey pitch.
Well, I tell you what, you don't like that right there. Putting on the winning run in that situation. You want to make them put the ball in play, Gary.
That's a foul ball. And he looks at the slider in there, and it's 1-2 now. You know, a manager at this point looks out on that and goes, geez, we got enough problems. You don't have to help them.
You know what? What it also does is the crowd starts to feel it. We've got runners on base, a chance to win this game and end it.
The 1-2 on its way. And swung on, a playable fly ball for the final out. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
Well, in a real battle, Cincinnati played solid baseball, able to hold on and get the win in a very close game.